All right, we are live. Father James here. This is Barely Protestant, and this is going to be something I want to try at least once. Let me first of all get this set up over here on this side. I want to, I think, like once in a while, do just a live stream of gaming, and anyone who is interested can just sort of like ask questions and do that sort of stuff. Let me just make sure. Oh, it's working well. Beautifully. Awesome. All right. I'm always, especially when it comes to like doing videos now on live stream and everything, it's always like, oh no, what will happen? Especially with like that Twitter debacle that happened. All right. So this is Sea of Stars. This is a video game that I backstarted or kickstarted or whatever. It wasn't with Kickstarter, but I sort of invested in a few years ago, and finally we got it, and I'm happy to play it. This is in the vein of what's known as a JRPG, which is Japanese role-playing game. Sea of Stars has two main characters. Select the one who will lead the party. This can be changed later and does not affect the story. All right, well, here we are. Valere versus Zale. Well, not versus, but Valere and Zale. I am a man, so I generally prefer male characters, but I love the moon. So, which one should I choose? And again, this isn't a big decision. So, let me go ahead and do. Okay, let me look at and see what they have first for each. A monk born on the winter solstice walks the path of the guardian goddess Luana. A blade dancer born on the summer solstice walks the path of the guardian god Solon. You know what? I will. Let's do Zale. Let's go against the woke narrative that only women can lead. That's what we're going to be doing. Go ahead and like and all that fun stuff, and subscribe if you are interested. We have 2 watchers. Actually, I might be one of the 2 watchers. It is pretty early in the morning, and I'm only just starting this, so. Welcome to the Great Archives adventure. I suppose curiosity brought you here. An important trait, to be sure. I am the archivist, an immortal versed in the ways of alchemy. But perhaps you knew that already. After spending millennia cataloging the many events of countless timelines, I decided to return here to mull over everything I had seen. In my musings about the stories that fill these books and scrolls, I had a recent epiphany. It seems that in my haste, I may have overlooked the very thing I was hoping to find. As such, there is one special story I wish to revisit, one deserving of a witness. And should the mists of time allow a slight alteration, I believe the ray of hope that was once offered may yet bloom. So walk with me tonight, and we will explore a tale of high adventure, of magic and deceit, of friendship and wonder, but mostly a tale of heroism. One that, I believe, will offer valuable insight in the search for a resolution to the throes of the Fleshmancer. Ooh, the Fleshmancer. Now, I remain a bit lost amidst all these timelines and all their subtle variations, but I know just the one to make for a perfect starting point. Let us see what we find in there. Ah, yes. Our story begins in a world visited by the Fleshmancer generations prior, causing much turmoil and leaving a mark that has yet to be fully cleansed. Somewhere on Evermist Island, 2 brave children of the solstice are on their way to meet with an immortal spirit. In order to become fully fledged solstice warriors, They will need to learn how to use magic without using magic. So JRPGs are Japanese role-playing games, and this is done very much in the vein of like a '90s role-playing Japanese role-playing game. Think of like Chrono Trigger and such. All right, we made it to the mountain trail. So far, so good. So the Elder Mist lives somewhere here, huh? Do you think it's just another test? Could be, but it sure beats sitting at the academy. And sewing. Yeah, I'm sure glad that's over with. Apply yourselves, for the will you weave into it shall be your sole defense in times of greatest need. While the lessons taught here may appear to be lost on you, something deep inside is compelled to learn. Haha! This is so far just like perfectly a 90s RPG. Hey, the sun will be setting soon. JRPG, but yeah. We should prepare to set up camp. You can tell right there, the right, behind the trees, there's something. Let's split up and search for a good spot. Don't split the party. No. Never split the party. Time for some scouting. There you go. I'm coming through! This is, the battle system is purely Chrono Trigger. Not purely, but like almost purely. Oh. Woo! Brewgraves was getting these feel easier to fight already. Let's see where this leads. No turning back now. We have to reach the top and meet the Elder Mist. That's not the classic JRPG thing. Climb and jump. There we go. Okay, that's a... Ooh, let's see. Can we go up there? Nope. Galleries. Valleir's got this side covered. I should head to the right. I'm one of those guys who, with like a JRPG, has to explore everything. So I'll spend a lot of time just be like, yeah, let's go look at this random spot here. Ooh, yes. Little fight. Come at me, bro. Come on. Oh, there you are. I want to fight you. Come on. I'm going to periodically look at the chat and see if anyone who is watching has any questions. Let's see. Pro gaming. How would the IFBs feel about you playing video games? Actually, growing up as an IFB, like video game playing itself was not considered bad, but JRPGs probably were generally not considered good things to play. Pokemon was an evil game. Oh yeah. Ooh. Here we go. Let's do this one. No, I want to go over there, explore more. When Pokemon Go came out, you knew the Antichrist was coming soon. Yes, oh, totally, 100% Wilson. AJ. Oh, yeah. No, by that point, I think like the IFBs have kind of just died out on that. Maybe like other than Steven Anderson, you've got like I'll put it this way: I'm still in touch with quite a few of my fundy friends growing up and everything, and they're still like they're playing Pokemon Go like at their church and things like that. And like one of them, she's the wife of a. Oh wait, is she? I know they're faithful members of like an IFB church, but she might be the wife of like her husband is the pastor or something like that. Ooh, that's a typical thing for like a JRPG. Um, so yeah, maybe, but like especially in the '90s, like even before Harry Potter, like forget Harry Potter. I remember I got in trouble from my mom because I had Lord of the Rings toys, and this was before Lord of the Rings was the movie series. The movies before they came out. But so I'm still exploring. Well, yeah, I know. I explored like everything. Ooh, there's the bird again. Let's go back to the bird. But these were pre-movies Lord of the Rings toys, so they probably are worth a pretty penny. But we had to throw them away, which was very sad. I had a Balrog. I had Gandalf. Yeah. But JRPGs are wonderful. I love JRPGs. Ooh. Ah. Chrono Trigger is a favorite of mine. Um, Earthbound might be my favorite, honestly. There's a timing thing to this. I don't remember what it is. I'm doing it as well. Let's do it again. Of course, Pokemon. Gold and Silver, but Gold and Silver are probably my favorite generation as far as like gameplay is concerned. Although the original Pokemon, Red and Blue, still is the best as far as this, specifically Pokemon, because Charmander is amazing. But my second favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, which is second generation. Well, there you go, bro. Now, one thing in JRPGs, which I haven't really been checking out as much as I should, you like click around areas and like you'll find hidden things. I should have been doing that more. I've not been. Um, that's a huge staple of a JRPG, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what they do here. Final Fantasy. So I was not um, a Sony guy. Wait one second. Ah, but it doesn't beat the face you made the first time you tried smashing a sunball. Let me move this out of the way. Can I move this out of the way? Hope there was. The mouse. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get into Final Fantasy until the Sony PlayStation era, and I to this day still have never owned a Sony PlayStation system. Um, so I've played a few of the Final Fantasy games. I actually have the original Final Fantasy VII on Steam. Maybe I can play that one day. Where is the map? Oh, there. Ooh, it was so close. There. Ooh. It's so weird. You'll only be able to see it if you get it right to where it's. There we go. Let's hide that. Okay. I don't even know if that was on the screen for you guys, but yeah, there was something in the way from the dialogue. Ah, but it doesn't beat the face you made the first time you tried smashing a sunball. Oh, I can still hear the headmaster gloating. As I said, whether by paying attention in class or by recklessly attempting to hit a projectile with your open palm, you will learn the first rule of solar magic. To be fair, you did learn. Oh yes, that only wow. Oh yeah, that one only took once. You ever miss those years? Before training, just being kids, always daydreaming and getting in trouble, and making mistakes. I'm sorry, Valere. I didn't mean to remind you of the time that I don't know, farted in class or something. Um, I have no clue about JRPGs. Only familiar with Halo, Call of Duty, and normie games. Of course, Halo is a big staple. Like the LAN parties are just epic. They're like very few things beat the LAN parties. I had a friend growing up um, where we went to his house, all of us, and we would have just giant LAN parties of 16 players. So four different rooms, one in the TV room, one in the, two different room, two different bedrooms, and then one in like the living room or whatever. Four TV set up, four Xboxes, 16 players, Blood Gulch. I was constantly getting killed in it, but it was awesome. Loved it. I'm sorry, Valera. I didn't really mean. It's okay. I understand why you wouldn't want to join us after what happened. It's just. Battle happens. Oh, I wish he had said goodbye. After 10 years of not seeing his face, just to know that he's all right and that we're still friends. Why did we have to get ahead of ourselves anyway? Oh, Garl. Oh, Garl, I know him. They're literally like steps away from that, and they're just like, let's camp here for the night. 10 years ago, in the village of Moon Cradle. I was never much of a Call of Duty guy. It's fine for what it is, but yeah.
My weapon will be something that hits really hard.
And I'll pick a fast one. We'll be unstoppable. All right. I don't know if I'm going to continue saying the dialogue. I'll just let it go. Let me know if you want me to do the annoying voices still. I love the imagination of these sorts of games as well. Like the wind blowing through the mountains and basically being a flute to keep this monster asleep. That's just beautiful. Pro voice acting. Only Japanese game I played properly was Naruto Storm or whatever it's called. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not a huge fan of Naruto. It's a bell. Erlina and Brugaves are back. Oh, yeah, we're playing. All right. Save. Oh, I usually save on the second one, but whatever. Number 2 is my favorite number. Alright, press. Naruto is my. Yeah. Hey, my name is Jeff. Which reminds me. Oh, whoops. Right, get back. I already did that. I don't need to do that again. I'll try to answer any questions and things like that as they're going in. It wouldn't be a JRPG if the characters weren't in the uncanny valley of almost English sounding, but just not quite real names. Yes. Yes. Comment your favorite JRPG growing up, like when you were a kid. It has to be like so. Like if you were born in the 2000s, you can't say Earthbound. If you're born in the 2000s, you can't say like Chrono Trigger. Um, it's got to be from your generation. Let's see. Ooh, bucket. Take the food. Take the food. Take the food. Nope, can't steal the food. Man, lousy. Just these 4 pumpkins. It? I don't know it. IT? Okay. This is really, so far, incredibly beautiful. Like, this is incredibly nostalgic. Come on, where can I find the free potion that you get at the very beginning of every JRPG? I need to find it. Oh, I played Yakuza for a bit. That was pretty good. I don't think I ever played Yakuza. Free potion! I need the free potion! Where's that my free potion? So, one of the tropes, or I don't know if you can call it a trope, but one of the sort of things that happens in every JRPG is at the very beginning, you get a free potion somewhere if you search. Hey, wait. Ooh, look at this. There you are. Brugibs. Berlina. Playing in your secret hideout again?
We were training. I think I can use magic now.
Okay. Don't. Fire Emblem is wonderful. Oh yeah, I love Fire Emblem. The Sacred Stones is a favorite of mine, which I know is not the most popular, but I still love it. So Garl is going to be like, oh, I can't do all this stuff, so I feel jealous or whatever, or sad. That's why he's going to leave. Headmaster Moraine. Solstice Warriors! Oh, okay, I hope I can explore those buildings first, still. Alright, let's go. Moon Cradle. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at all of this. Usually it won't be in like this guy's place. Let me see. There were some other comments made. Actually, I got that inspiration with that AJ. I've been watching a few Redeem Zoomer videos, but like this one's not the best for like talking theology. Although I will talk theology if anyone wants to ask questions or something. I was thinking maybe like Darkest Dungeon would be a good one for that. As far as what games I have go, I have, believe it or not, never played Minecraft. I don't think I have, at least. I've seen it played. I have friends who, like roommates, who played it, but I've never played it myself. I don't think it's not my cup of tea. Animal Crossing, now that would be fun to play. All right, let me read the other ones. Blake says he wants you to bathe in his sea of stars. Well, yeah. It's funny you say that because the Sacred Stones was the one I had on Game Boy that I just played over and over again. It wasn't until I discovered the ROMs. I don't know ROMs in junior high that I ever played any others. Um, AJ and Young Anglican, you're both pretty young. I'm 36, so like Sacred Stones was a game I played in high school, no, college. I played it in college. Wow, I'm old. Like it wasn't a contemporary game when I played it in college, but that's when I played it. Ooh, here's a sleeping man. Let's wake him up. Zuza, 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 Zuza. Nope. Now that's better. I like that better. Okay, so you can tap on something. Let's see, if there is that little arrow. Oh, excuse me. So good to finally be in my new place again. Or not again, but in my new place now. I go to bed when I want. You know, you can't always be young Anglican. Like, 50 years from now, are you still going to call your channel Young Anglican? You know? It's just. Maybe you can pass it off by that point. Maybe there'll be an age limit. That's why I just have barely Protestant. Like, you know, it's eternal. I guess unless I, like, leave Protestantism and become a papist or become Eastern Orthodox or become Mormon. All three equally likely. Oh, burn! Oh. I really just cannot get over how absolutely beautiful this game is. Like, these guys did a great job. The music. Oh, look at this. Let's go this way first, the place that we're not supposed to go. What do you say to Reformation Anglicans who act like there's a heart thing right in the way of it? Cranmer is the fullness of Anglicanism, like the guys who think that Anglicanism is Presbyterianism with bishops. I say, shut up. That's what I tell them. So I always make a distinction between, and they kind of make it themselves too, but between Reformed Anglicans and, quote, Reformation Anglicans. I can name some names. I will name one, Donald Beach. He's a horrible, horrible person. I genuinely do not believe he is a Christian. Not because of his theology per se, but due to the fact that he's such a complete jerk. Like, evil. Like, you just have to sort of watch his videos and interact with him online to see that. He's absolutely evil as a person. I make no bones about it. He's a horrible person. Like there's some major mental issues or something going on. Anyway, Reformation Anglicanism uh, is the sort of that sort of Cranmerianism. I think Cranmerianism would be a better name, although I wouldn't want to accuse Cranmer of holding to that theology. Honestly, uh, it's just sort of like, and it's not even like Presbyterianism. It's basically like they're trying to be Reformed Baptists uh, and somehow fit that in an Anglican, and not even Reformed Baptists. It's like, yeah, I guess Reformed Baptists. And it's such a sad thing how Reformed theology, which I have a lot of respect for, but Reformed theology going through the American machine has really destroyed Reformed theology to where John Piper and John MacArthur are like the standards for what Reformed theology is in the United States. When I like literally I as an Anglo Catholic am more Reformed than John Piper or John MacArthur. Um, in some ways, I would actually even say, like, this might be more controversial. I'd have to think through it more a bit, but like maybe even like Scholastic Answers / Militant Thomist / Chris Wagner. Uh, like you could argue he's more reformed, and he's a papist. He's like a kind of semi-trad papist. Um, just like it's really bad. Okay, overwrite the data. Here we go. Forbidden Tavern. You know what this also reminds me of? There's a board game I have called Forgotten Depths, and Forgotten Depths has that sort of like uh, it's a board game, so it's not quite the same, but JRPG feel. Oh, I got a message. Apparently, Jimmy Buffett passed away. Lord have mercy. Prayers uh, for the Buffett. Let me get off of this part. We made it. Time to stop for a snack. Okay. No, I don't need weather. Why am I being put weather? Okay. What? I'm not hungry. It's not a real adventure if you don't eat snack on the road. How about just the Anglican? There. I don't think there's a channel just called the Anglican. If you're gonna have the Anglican part there, or maybe you can put your first name and you could do like a Megan Thee Stallion thing. So you put like, I don't know your first name, Young Anglican, but like Bob the Thee Anglican. That'd be cool. Uh oh. Some of those guys act like William Laud was Satan incarnate. I know, like you could, you know, the funny thing is like they are more comfortable with like the gay sex liberal Episcopalian stuff than they are with like wearing a chasuble. It's just insanity. Some of those people. She will definitely open this. Yeah, they are like restorationists. I knew it. It worked. Yay. Uh-oh. This is the big mistake. All right. Another JRPG I really liked. This is one in my teen years now at this point, but Lost Kingdoms, which was a GameCube exclusive, is really but it was a card game for one. And then one of my favorites for Nintendo 64 is Quest 64. It's stupid, but it's so fun. I love it. They don't look dangerous. We just defeated a few of them. Uh-oh. Training with this paddle. Oh, getting spanked. Yes, Jeff, I am Anglican. If that question is directed to me, I am an Anglican. I'm a priest within the Anglican tradition. Also, by the way, I have a members thing now, where you can be members, and I'll like be doing exclusive things through there. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm sort of playing it by ear. Oh. Welcome to Zenith Academy. In this ancient place of knowledge, you will learn everything you need to know in order to become true Solstice warriors. We've been waiting for this for so long. When do we start? No, tomorrow. Though I believe a proper introduction is in order. Careful now. Is the high Reformed view of the Eucharist cringe? Kind of, to me. Yeah. I mean, there are ways that are better to speak about it within the Reformed view. And like, it's definitely better than like the Zwinglian view in many ways, but like, Like the Zwingling's view, I feel like it was kind of more honest. Maybe that's too uncharitable, or just of the utmost charitableness here, with the most nuance too. Welcome to the classroom in the sky. Whoa, it's beautiful. I'm feeling a weird resonance, like when I opened the Forbidden Cavern. Good on you for noticing that. Getting closer to the stars helps new recruits get acquainted with their innate magic. We don't believe in magic around here. Shows great promise that you were able to feel it before. And Zale too, from what Orlina told me. Well, it was just a small burst. They have no idea how much potential they have. It was probably for the best. Now, in the many years you will spend at Zenith Academy, you will learn about the duties incumbent upon Solstice Warriors. Get it? Zenith or Zenith Academy? Of the magic you are destined to wield, and the evils it is meant to cleanse. You'll learn how to fight too, right? Naturally. You will spend your days training and studying, but most importantly, sewing. Sewing? That sounds boring. Oh, I can assure you that it is. A mandatory task nonetheless. All who would join our order begin by weaving their will into an enchanted piece of fabric, the staple of the Solstice Warrior. It is their most prized possession, guaranteeing light in the darkest places and a measure of protection against the minions of the Fleshmancer. But first you must learn of your duties, train until you feel you cannot feel your limbs, and then train some more. Once both your body and mind are ripe with potential, you will create a magic piece of fabric worthy of the very stars. You will then be sent out beyond the Forbidden Cavern to meet with the Elder Mist, for it alone may officially grant the title of Solstice Warrior. So, I understand is not what you were hoping for, but it is what is required of you for the time being. Years of sewing. That will be all for today. You'll be spending a lot of time in these halls, so you should make yourselves at home. AJ, is he locally present on the altar? I go back and forth on this because, like, actually, even the Roman Catholics would not necessarily say he's locally present. But what does it mean for Christ to be in, with, and under the bread and wine? So I'd have to think about it more. I'd have to sort of think about all the ramifications and such. I've always thought spiritual presence weirdly makes it the body of the Holy Spirit instead of the physical body of Jesus, who is the only embodied person of the Trinity. There's this heart that's right in the way, so I have to, yeah. Oh, that's odd. Wow. Okay. To your left is the training room. You are to go there first thing in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I think that the whole spiritual presence thing. Now, to be fair, spiritual presence does not deny physical presence because everyone would say that he's spiritually present. Everyone except for maybe a Zwingli or something. You know, those horrible people who say that it's just a pretend, make fun, patty cake thing. Just above is the way to my chambers. It is off limits, of course. And to your right are the dormitories. Just make sure you pick a bed aligned with your innate magic, else you will not have good sleep. Feel free to look around, then go to sleep when you're ready. Good night. All right, let's go to the forbidden place. No. I will say, I just cannot get over how beautiful the art is in this. This is just amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's where we're going to be training. What games would you want me to stream? By the way, I've got a few. I've got some like first-person shooters, but I've got all the Dead Space games except all three of the original Dead Space games of the main series. I haven't gotten the new one yet, but I probably need a better computer, honestly, for it. What other ones? I've got a few indie JRPGs, not as well done as this, honestly, but let's see. I've got Alien Isolation, which is a wonderful game. I love that game. I've got the uh, Mass Effect series. I've got what else do I have? All right. Sewing basics. No, don't save yet. Actually, maybe I should save right now, just in case. Just in case it goes to a cutscene, and then it's like, oh, haha, I have 0 gold. I'm very poor. Just a bunch of old books. Just a bunch of old books. How dare you, sir? Just a bunch of old books? What kind of demon-filled thought is that? Here's the sewing. Like, it's always difficult to capture sort of the feel of like an older sort of type of game or an older type of movie or things like that. But this does a very good job. Like, I don't think you could like guess without knowing beforehand that this was um, a recent game that came out this year. Okay, that's the sun side, and that's the moon side. So let me tuck her in and say goodbye. Okay, nope. Let's go over here. This is the bed that I would have chosen for me. Yes. The next morning in the training room. Good morning, fellows. All right. So I think I'm going to end the stream for now. Let me know what you guys think, how this was. I just did under an hour, about 50 minutes. I enjoyed it. I thought it'd be just a fun, relaxing thing to do, like once, I don't know, I might do it like on Saturday mornings kind of thing. Oops, let me get back here. And I'll be picking different games and stuff like that as I play it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. Hope you all have a good day. God's blessings.